Today we're going to make two different foods that have incredibly similar ingredients. They're from two different cultures. We're going to make kofte or kafta, which is, there's versions to be found in Egypt, Turkey, Lebanon, Yemen, Saudi Arabia. The entire region has a version of this. It's somewhere between a meatloaf, a meatball, and it's really, really delicious. You grind beef with onion and some fresh parsley. I'm going to pull that from the garden in just a minute. And I'm going to use the same base to make some Italian meatballs. But I'm not going to do a meatball the way you usually see them in the United States. These huge things that are paired with spaghetti. I'm going to make little tiny meatballs that are more suitable for a little chunky pasta. I don't like big meatballs. It's not my thing. So let's have a little fun with food. The brine for the meatballs has a lot of fat because fat is flavor. And it's going into a mixture of heavy cream with a little bit of breadcrumbs. And the heavy cream and breadcrumbs keep the meatballs tender. We will not be using that on the kofte. So the onion, the parsley, the beef, and the fat are all ground together. And I'm adding black pepper, white pepper, and paprika, as well as a good amount of salt. What we're going to do with both the meatballs and the kofte is a quick taste. So we'll take a tiny piece of the mixture and put it in a skillet and fry it just to make sure we've got the seasonings balanced right. You know, it's better to do that while you can still fix it. We're back to the meatballs. Remember, they have the breadcrumbs and the cream. I've added an egg, and this is some pecorino romano. Yes, it's the pre-grated kind because it's Saturday. I'm lazy and I haven't even properly cleaned the house yet. Then we're going to add some thyme, white pepper, and salt. And mix that all together. In a moment we'll taste. So we're going to taste the meatball mix first. Always fry off a little bit and taste for seasoning. That's perfect. It's a little bit spicy from the pepper. It's got the taste of cheese. I wouldn't change a thing. This is the kofte. Because it doesn't have the cream and the breadcrumbs. It's a chewier, meatier texture. The onions really come out and say hello to my mouth in the nicest way. This is excellent. Now we're going to bake them up and have some food. I'm forming the kofte on reusable chopsticks. They're substituting for what you might find in Turkey. And then we'll be able to take those, put them on the plate, and then slide them off into our flatbread for the most amazing meal. The sheet is ready to go with the kofte in the oven. At some point, you're going to see a sink full of dirty dishes. And the reason you're going to see that is because I'm not going to run the dishwasher while I'm filming because the noise is just too intense. So you can forgive the dirty dishes and enjoy the incredible food. These are the mini meatballs that are going to pair with a big chunky pasta of roughly the same size. So I think it's going to work. I'm slicing some tomatoes. I've got green pepper and onion that have sauteed together on the stove. And I have a little bit of tahini in the refrigerator. When we eat the kofte, we're going to take the flatbread that's been brushed with garlic butter, throw on the piece of meat, then add the onion and the peppers, the tomato, the tahini, and the whole thing comes together in a glorious feast. We're ready to begin our assembly. This is kind of sticking. We're just using a little bit of tahini because we don't want it to overwhelm the entire dish. There we go. That's a little better. Then we put the meat on. Slide it off the stick. A little bit of those gorgeous pan juices. Some tomatoes. And the onions and peppers. Now let's go try this amazing meal. Let's see how we did. That is incredibly delicious. We're going to have the pasta tomorrow.